I'm very, very worried about my baby swallows. It's the hottest day and the longest day. I called the Audubon Society and they said, well, that's Mother Nature. But right now. Felix, his feet are burning. He's going, ow, ow, ow. Come on, Felix. Oh, yeah. That hurts, huh? Yeah, I'm worried about my babies. They will jump from the nest. So I have to go check every few hours. Check the ground to make sure one of them didn't jump out. But they've been hanging their heads out and their mouths are frothing. So I called the Audubon Society. They told me, well, that's Mother Nature. But one year I lost 5 of them. And I was so heartbroken. That about did me in. I was suffering anemia and I had that arteriovenous malformation aneurysm. And the swallows were very important to me. And to find all 5 of them dead, it broke me. I can't have that happen. So I have an ice pack on top of the nest. And I'm going to put some ice cubes. The mom's not sure about the ice pack, but she'll get used to it. The bird's temperature are 104. But it's 100 degrees. And I imagine it's hotter inside. Maybe tonight I'll have my husband drill some holes, air holes or something. I don't know. And Mom's scared. Oh, there she's okay with it now. So I'm going to change that ice pack to this pack of ice. Ice cubes in a bag. That'll help cool it off better. And I shooed the hawks away and the turkey buzzards. I was so mad I wanted to get my shotgun out. But I like to live and let live. But I don't want my swallows. My swallows are special to me. Felix. Come on, come in the house. It's cool. The air conditioning's on. They're going to turn off the electricity in Portland, so we're going to have guests come over and stay here so they can keep cool. They came to the same ones that came during this winter. When they came here to keep warm. I was told to check the ground because the babies will jump from the nest when it gets way too hot for them. Mine have been sticking their heads out of the nest. Okay, I'm going to change this and put in this is just a gel pack. I think it helps. I really do. Okay, this has worked in the past. The parents get a little upset about it because their nest is changed, but they won't abandon them. It just takes some time to get used to seeing this. Here's the parents flying around. They're upset. They don't understand. I like the gathering place. Joanne has some really good insight on things, everyday things in life and struggles. She's a very bright woman who served our country and is an educated woman with an awesome YouTube channel. Check her out, The Gathering Place. But anyway, I was thinking about this when I put the ice up here. Those swallows don't like what I've done. But I'm not doing it to harm them. I'm doing it to save them. And I think that same way God allows stuff to happen in our lives to save us, to save our eternal life. we don't like what's happening. We don't understand. And we get angry and upset. These parents are really angry with me because I'm near their nest. I've touched the area. I haven't touched the babies, but I've checked the ground to make sure they're not falling out, jumping out. They will jump out. And they don't know that I am doing everything I can to save their lives because I don't want them to die. And last time I had 100-degree weather, I lost all 5 babies. I didn't hear any chirping that night because it was 100 degrees that day. And it was in the similar type shade. And I opened up the top and all 5 birds were dead. It was just too hot for them. And it broke my heart. I was very sick at the time. I was struggling with severe anemia. I had an aneurysm. Actually, it's called an arteriovenous malformation, AVM, arteriovenous malformation. You're born with them. Most of them are in your brain or your spinal cord. I was blessed that mine was not there, because when it's in your brain or brain, it's bad. But when it's in your spinal cord, it's deadly. Anyway, I better step back and let these guys figure out this ice pack here. Okay, I've stepped back. Pretty soon the parents will go in and feed their babies. But for sure it's cooler, because that's cold goes down. So hopefully it'll cool it off. See the mom checking it out. She says, I don't know about this, but she'll go in. She'll know that it's safe. See, she just checked on her babies. Yeah, I can hear them. I have these wasp nests, these wasp traps here because the wasps were going in the nest. I might have a dead one. And that attracts the wasp. Yeah, they're saying, I don't like this thing. But it's like with humans. When God does something to help us, to save us, we don't understand. We don't like it. Because it's different. Maybe God's allowed my health to fail because I can only trust in Him and turn to Him. Maybe I would have become some nasty person because I've had to rely on God for everything. I do know that the Lord gave me a good husband. I met him when I was 17. He walked into Winchell's Donut on January 1st, New Year's Day. My son was born December 13, 1969, and New Year's Day, 1970. My birthday was January 14, so I still had another 2 weeks before I turned 18. But he wasn't wearing his sailor suit, but he walked in and got a maple bar, and I thought, wow, he's handsome. And 6 months later, he came back, and he was at Winchell's, and he was drawing pictures. He's a fabulous artist. I could not believe it. He worked for studios as a portrait artist on top of his job with Motorola and his studies. And when he was in the Navy on a submarine in Holyloch, Scotland, he was on the Henry L. Stimson USB 655, I think. But all the guys would play cards and gamble. Well, Larry would draw pictures of their fiancés. They would take their little pictures that they had, and he would redraw it into a beautiful portrait for them and charge them. So Larry had several $1,000s when he got out of the Navy, and he bought a brand new Volkswagen. He's always been very careful with money. I call him the penny pincher. But I'm glad, because I would have spent us into the ground, because I don't have any boundaries when it comes to spending money. But anyway, I grew up desperately poor, and people made fun of me for marrying the quiet, engineered geek. But he was handsome. He's my silver fox now. Anyway, I thank the Lord. He married me. He wanted me. He loved me. He loved my son. He adopted my son. And we adopted 2 girls, but things didn't go so well. And that's broken our hearts. Long story. Long sad, but adopting kids is not always a good thing, because they have RAD, reactive attachment disorder. They're pathological liars and sociopaths. That mom's saying, I don't know what that is, but I guess it's safe. I tell you what, I think those babies are much cooler. Yeah, they're still not sure. And I got rid of the hawks that were flying overhead. I had 5 turkey buzzards and a red-tailed hawk. And I started screaming. I tell you what, I had thoughts of getting a shotgun out. I don't have a shotgun, but I was thinking of making a feather pillow, but it's live, let live. Anyway, I don't know about the fire, but it's 100 degrees out right now. And they're supposed to be turning off the power to a lot of people to save electricity. So I imagine we'll have some people come to our house. We have a generator to run everything like we did during this winter. We were the only one around with electricity. And nice warm house. We had 2 wood stove inserts. We have 10 cords of wood. We went through 2 cords of wood in just a couple of days, keeping both fires stoked. So anyway, we can run the heat, emergency heat. There. Mom says, I guess this is all right. I don't like that plastic thing up there. I don't know what it is. Feels cold. Ooh, I'm going to give my baby some barf. Ooh, hey, baby. Ooh, mama. Did you hear about the bird that was on the phone? Her hair was in rollers and the nest was a mess and her babies were screeching. And she was gossiping with her best friend on the phone. She put her hand over the receiver, her wing over the receiver, and she says, shut up, and I'll regurgitate something for you later. Anyway, I don't think these guys regurgitate. I think they just take them freshly caught bugs. Yeah, see, he says, I don't know about this, but he'll get used to it. I should have kept one there in the very beginning. Yeah, he's okay with it now. It's both mom and dad feeding the babies. We have other swallows in other nests around the yard, but this place is the hottest. Anyway, later on I'll be setting up the camera right up against the bird nest, and hopefully I can get my GoPro going. So y'all take care and you have a blessed day. Stay cool, stay hot, stay warm. Those in Australia, stay warm. Miss Jane in Australia, I hope you're doing better. God bless y'all.